Real estate stories. Okay, this is a really good one. This is, I guess, representative that my career, and it almost torpedoed my career literally on the very first month. Now, this was an old story. This is 21 years ago, and back when I was 39. So you guys can do the math. And so when you study to become a real estate agent, you study everything it needs to do in terms of how to do transactions, and you study all kinds of aspects of the forms that you need and some of the legal aspects to the business, and all kinds of information about houses and things like this. But what they never really teach you is how to get clients. And so this was my second career. I had a high-tech career in sales and marketing, and I started some software companies and things like this. I handled the sales, marketing, VP of sales and startups and things like this. So sales wasn't new to me by any aspect. But when you get into real estate, again, you really have to look for all sorts of interesting methods to generate your next customers, unless you have a huge database. And I didn't. I had lots of people I knew locally, and I needed to obviously contact them and let them know I was a real estate agent. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out there and try a few other things. And nothing worse than a real estate agent with some room on their credit card. And so a TV station, I think they're gone now here in Ottawa, the new RO, they used to have this segment in the morning called Experts on Call, kind of like CFRA. And so I pulled out my new credit card. I think I had been in the business a whole month. And so I signed up for this marketing program where they bring you in the morning and they interview you. It's like you're an expert. They tell you, okay, you show up like at 7 a.m. in the morning. And I didn't really know how it was going to play out, and they take you into this little green room and they set me up at a table. And I guess at some point in time, the hosts would sort of take a break and they'd introduce me and started asking me questions. It was totally unscripted. I was really unprepared as to kind of what we were going to talk about. And so, I could hear them and say, oh, today's like expert on call is Brian Bertram with XYZ Realty. And so they walk over to me and they introduce me and I talk for a second. And what's the host ask me? The very, very first question: how long have you been in real estate? And I was like, whoa, it was like deer in the headlights kind of question. I had no idea how I was going to answer it. And somehow I couldn't say, hey, listen, I wasn't going to tell everybody, listen, I've been in real estate like a month. Wasn't going to happen. But at the same time, I wasn't going to BS either and say, oh, it's been like 10 years. Who wants to do actually business with a real estate agent who's, been in the business a month? I wasn't a kid, but still. So somehow I managed to pull off, it seems like it's been years. And from there, I guess he accepted that answer and off we went, and he asked me a bunch more questions and they cut but I had no idea how it turned out. Because as far as I know, you get no feedback. So I was like thinking, oh my God, was I looking like having this blank stare? Like it seemed like a minute went by before I could come up with that answer. Anyways, it was all great. Somehow I made it all through. The host had no idea. And like I say, it was unscripted and unprepared. Coincidentally, he went on to become a real estate agent. Maybe he sees this video. I ended up getting 2 clients out of it almost immediately. And one of those clients is also another interesting story, which I'll relay to you guys tomorrow. But anyway, so that's how I got started in the real estate business, how it almost ended all on like the very first month. Anyways, it's been 21 years. Things are going great. And I will talk to you guys soon. Real estate stories.